just felt like it was messy, I was feeling ugly, and my husband was like to me, babe, no, you're beautiful. And he said something to me. He said, no one cares about the seed, but they all admire the beauty once the flower blooms. And that just touched me. Like, I'm glad I did my Locs. Stella Locs. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Happy New Year to you all. This is my first video of the year, so Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great entry into the new year. I hope it's a good year for all of us. So I'm excited to be making this video. I finally started, although, you know, I kind of look like a hot mess. I love it. I just love it. I don't know why I hesitated so long to start my Locs, but I have started. I started on November the 24th, roughly. But yeah, anyways, in this video, I don't want to give you too much information too soon, okay? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I started, why I started, how I felt when I started, how I've been feeling these past few months, because I've had these in since the 24th of November. So I'm around a month and a half in to my Loc journey. So the pattern section I have, all that juicy stuff. I will be doing these videos every 3 months, so if you do want to follow this journey, definitely subscribe. I do a lot of things on my channel. It's a bit, you know, here and there, but it's basically lifestyle and inspiration. So if there's something you'll be interested in, then definitely subscribe. So before I say anything else in this video, if you're here because you yourself want to start a Locs and you're thinking about doing it, do it. It's such an amazing decision that I've made, and I'm so happy that I finally went and done it. So along with these tri-monthly updates, I will be adding something extra into each video. So for example, how many Locs I have, my wash day routine, the products I use, how I retwist my hair, hairstyles that I like to do, moisturizing, how I keep my hair moisturized, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing these videos every 3 months. So let's start with why I was so hesitant to get Locs. So first of all, my hair is very thin, and I was just worried that it wouldn't look good. I don't like the look of thin locks. I don't really like the look of sister locks on me. Like on other people it looks great, but for me, I didn't want sister locks. I was also hesitant because look at this forehead, y'all. Look at this forehead. And I know a lot of the time when you see people with Locs that have had them for ages, their hairline recedes, but that's only because they, you know, they're constantly doing their hair, constantly have tight styles and stuff like that. Now I know better, but I was worried about that, and just the messiness. I've had twists in my hair before, and after around 3 weeks or maybe 5 weeks, I don't like the messiness of it, and I was like, if I can't even handle this, then how am I supposed to handle getting Locs? So all of that was sort of putting me off getting Locs, and because my hair's thin, I didn't want them to look sparse and stuff like that. My husband's Locs are sexy. I'm gonna get him to come and model his Locs for you guys, okay? 1 minute. And now that I've started, I feel like, why did I hesitate so much? Like since I've started, I felt this, I know it sounds silly, but I felt this inner peace and inner like sense of beauty. And yeah, I'm in love with the journey so far. Like I love the journey so much more than I'm loving all of this on my head, okay? Like I think more about me as a person rather than what I'm wearing or how I look to define my beauty. I hope that makes sense. I'm not good at explaining anything. So why I started is because I was fed up of doing my hair all the time. I was fed up of buying hair. I was like, why am I buying hair to put on my head? I just want my own hair. Why do I have to go and buy hair from a shop and attach it to my head? I just wasn't for it. If it's for you, then fine. Like, I'm not bashing anyone who does that because I used to do it all the time. But I just thought, I'm fed up of doing that. And on top of that, it felt like no matter what I did, because I was relaxed for a period, I was natural, no matter what I did, my ends of my hair were just thin. Like they'll just break. No matter how gentle I was with them, I tried to moisturize them, and I tried to, there was one point where my routine was like, had so much in it, and then I simplified it, and it felt like nothing was working to stop my hair from thinning. Like it'll thin at the ends, not necessarily the roots. My roots would always be thick, but my ends would just break off, and I was just fed up. And I thought that having Locs would prevent the thinning at the ends, because obviously the locked hair will just stay in. So let's see how it goes. So moving on to how and when. So I must have had braids in for probably 3 weeks. I usually leave my braids in for 6 weeks, but I had them in for 3 weeks and I just had this sudden urge to grow my locks and to start my starter locks. And I thought if I wait until I have to take them out, then that urge won't be there anymore. So I took my hair out early. It was probably 2 or 3 weeks I had those braids in for. I took them out and I got my mum to start them, and that was on November the 24th. We started them pretty late and it took us a while to get the pattern right. I have the diamond pattern and I decided to go for that pattern because it's best for thin hair. The way they lock the locks lay, it doesn't show as much as your scalp. To do it, so she only did like half of my head by like midnight. So she stopped at half and then I ended up doing the front half. So what I did is I washed, I deep conditioned my hair, I blow dried my hair. I'll be throwing in a few clips here and there as I'm explaining, but my ends of my hair were so thin that you can see where they started breaking. Like my roots, it'll be black, and then as you get to the ends it was like be sparse and you can see through it, which was, you know, not cute. So my mum did end up trimming quite a lot of my hair because there was no point, because it was just thinning anyway. So when my mum did finish my hair, I was not liking it. I'm so thankful that my hair has thickened up because girl, my hair was not looking cute. Let me throw in a clip right here. It's emotional, okay? I can't shake it.
Hey, you look great like that actually.
No, it's so skinny.
Hey, just know we're gonna be taking them good couple pics together.
I look gross.
Great, babe.
Yeah, so those were my starter locks. Yeah, them right there. Let me throw it in again. Just to the side. I'm so glad that they're thickened up, and I hope that they thicken up some more. I mean, they haven't started budding yet, so there's still a lot of thickness that could come from these locks, so I'm happy with that. What else did I want to say? The sizing, oh my god. The sizing had me stressed for days before I put my locks in, because I didn't know if I wanted thick locks, thin locks. Well, not thin and not thick, but you know, where in the middle of the two do I want to be? And how do I know how my locks are going to end up if I put this size or that size on? I was on Pinterest constantly looking at different sizes of locks, and in the end I realized something. Like, no one knows what their locks will end up looking like, but because they like the journey, or they fall in love with the journey, they fall in love with their locks, whatever size that they do end up, they're satisfied with them. So yeah, I decided to go with, they're not massive, but they're a decent size. I think in the clips you can see the size. And speaking of thickening up, I have decided that I'm not going to be retwisting my hair that often. I know some people get it retwisted every 2 weeks, every month, but I think I'm gonna go to 3 months. So my minimum will be 2 months and maybe 4 months will be my maximum, but I'm not gonna get it retwisted that much, because retwisting it puts a lot of tension on your scalp, which can cause your roots to thin out. And because my hair's thin already and it can break easily, I'm just going to keep away from my hair. One thing that I can't stop doing, it feels so good. Like, throughout the day I just touch my hair. It just feels so nice. Like, I like touching the ends and feeling the little curls. I like feeling like the waves in my roots. It's really hard, but I need to stay away from it. Otherwise, my hair's going to thin anyway. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to touch on the sizings. If you do have any questions, definitely leave them down below. I'll try my best to answer them. If there's any lock videos that you want me to do, then leave them down below as well. I'll try to do them in my tri-monthly update video for you guys. So let's talk about my emotions, because it has been a whirlwind of emotions for me. I was excited to start, and like when I saw the size of them, it was a bit demotivating, because they were just skinny. I was like, don't know. And then around a month in, I started to regret it, and I felt really low, because it was just messy and it didn't look the way I wanted it to look. and then soon after I'm falling in love. I'm falling really in love with my hair. I guess I could show you what it's looking like at the moment as well. I haven't retwisted it in a while, so this is what it's looking like right now, if you can see it. So the other day I was feeling really low about my hair. I just felt like it was messy, I was feeling ugly, and my husband was like to me, babe, no, you're beautiful. And he said something to me. He said, no one cares about the seed, but they all admire the beauty once the flower blooms. And that just touched me. Like, that was so sweet, and I just felt beautiful afterwards. He's such a sweetie pie. I'm trying to be patient, and that's one thing that you definitely need, is patience when starting your lock journey. So yeah, I'm learning to be patient and just trust the journey. So yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely subscribe, hit the like button if you did, so I know you like this content, and I'll see you guys in another lock update, and if not a lock update, another video on my channel. Okay, bye guys, stay sweet. Mwah.